The church has a role of criticality in ensuring that the purpose of God for the nations and for the unsaved is accomplished, and for us to be awakened out of any form of slumber, because that which God is doing in the nations can only be accomplished by an army, not a soldier. So we are not in the hour of saints who burn as fire but represent the 10% of the church. We are in a dispensation where our coming together must be glorious. Each one must burn, and all of us together must arise as an army for the Lord. When the Azusa revival hit the nations in their time, there was a direct correlation with crime rate. As revival increased, crime rate dropped to the point where the police force of the day did not have anything to do. That is the manner of the power of true revival. True revival does not merely increase the technology of our tongues. True revival has economic impact. What you ought to know is that poverty, for example, is not a social economic concept. Poverty is primarily a concept of priesthood. Poverty is sponsored by demonic priesthoods. So when you have a nation that is so wealthy with people who love the Lord, but is so poor in its ability to nurture its vulnerable and its underserved populace, it means that our spirituality is not converting. And without conversion of our spiritual essence and endowments into economic expressions, then it means that our faith is not landing. Do not judge by how many we are when we gather at Christian events. Do not judge by the number of streamers on early morning prayers on YouTube. Judge by the impact that believers are creating in political spheres. Judge by the nature of true holiness that is proliferating the body. Judge by the influence that we have to make a difference for Nigeria's education, as an example. Children lost their lives writing this year's JAMB, and our churches and convention grounds are filled with saints who don't have capacity to make a difference for policy. This is not the design of the kingdom.